It took me 6 months from the day जब मैंने काम शुरू किया था to the point कि जहाँ पर I was able to land my dream client. And the purpose of telling you is that कि आप ऐसे कई लोग होते हैं ना वो काम शुरू कर रहे हैं, especially freelancers and agency owners, like they're just starting out today and they expect today कि अगले 1 से 2 महीने के अंदर ना they are gonna be able to land कोई client इस तरह का कि जहाँ पे they're gonna be able to make a lot of money. But unfortunately that's not gonna be the case. Why? Because it takes time to build systems. Now मैं आपको एक story बताऊंगा and because of that story you are gonna be able to understand exactly what I mean by that. And it's honestly not that hard, but it just takes time. Like all good things in life, everything good takes time. So the story is that when I started working takriban back in July of 2020 and then in the December I was able to pitch and I was able to land a client कि जहाँ पर I was able to essentially just give him services जो कि मेरी video editing की services थी. Now when I was starting out I didn't know कि ये client कब आएगा ये क्या था. I was always just focused on the small video tasks, nothing special, nothing like out of the ordinary. However, I always had the idea that whenever I'm gonna get a client, I'm gonna evolve and everything. So like I land that client and then when I land that client, uske baad what happened was that initially I worked for him for a year doing very basic stuff, very minimal stuff, like nothing out of the ordinary. When he saw that I was able to work so good in like specific domains, so he was like, would you like to carry on more responsibilities? Would you like more stuff to do? Would you like more end-to-end opportunities and everything? And then I was like, yeah, I mean, I would love that. Like, why would I not? Because I'm in it for the long game. Of course, I want to evolve and I want to make my offer better and better. So I took the opportunity, and when I took the opportunity, he saw me as more reliable and easy to work with. That's the most important thing. Whenever you're working with any client, koi bhi kaam hai, koi bhi like, if you're working with any client from anywhere in the world, at the end of the day, it's about reliability and it's about being a good service provider, someone who they can rely on if things go south. Yeah, even if things are not going south, even then they can rely on you for work and for just overall making sure that you don't ghost them when things get tough. So I delivered and we started to add more and more services in our agreement, and then because of that, before I knew it, I was able to generate a lot of money by offering end-to-end services. So I was just doing video editing for him, and then we started adding in show notes, we started adding in more steps inside the publishing and the distribution. So more and more stuff was added and my offer got stronger and stronger, and then eventually I took over all of their end-to-end podcast production, and then I used that same model and I sold it to other clients as well. So that's the whole part. That's a very organic process. And then using that same model, essentially everything that I learned, I applied that to my own socials as well. Because of that, I was able to go on my own socials too. So it's all about learning and it's all about just being patient. Like all of this process took me roughly 2 years to perfect my offer. Like उस time मुझे नहीं पता था कि I could buy coaching programs and I could buy this and that or whatever. I had no idea. I just did not have the idea that I could just invest in coaching and I would learn so much and I would make so much more money. So it took me 2 years to understand offer क्या होती है, क्या होता है, वो क्या होता है. And then eventually when I did invest in coaching programs, I realized that I had learned so much from just being in the field. So like everything good takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So you have to give it the time it needs to grow. Like it's a seed. You have to water it every single day and then eventually gets built. So if you see anyone around you who's doing good in life, who's making good money, who's doing like whatever he or she wants to do, you just have to understand the fact that somewhere in life they were patient, and because of that they were able to reap the rewards. So everything good takes time. Obviously आपकी offer होनी चाहिए, आपकी service अच्छी होनी चाहिए. You need to have a good overall attitude as well. But having all of that, you need to have patience. And if you have patience, so you are going to be able to make a lot of money in life. But just have patience and you will see how good it's going to pay you off. So just be patient, keep on grinding, and I'm going to keep on uploading more and more content around this particular niche. But you have to be very, very patient with your workflow. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a good couple of years, but जब हो जाएगा तो मजा आएगा. क्या लगे? This was like today's video. Enjoy the view. I just came outside for this particular video just so that I could give you guys more stuff to see while I'm recording this video. So ख्याल रखो. Allah Hafiz.